What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is my first playthrough of Stardew Valley. We are year 1, fall 1. Right now we're doing some crop management, cleaning up a little bit because all the crops died as it's start of the new season. I didn't get much done the first day. However, I did manage to plant a bunch of seeds and do a little bit of fishing just to make a little bit of money for the second day. I still am struggling to water all the plants because I don't have good sprinklers, but we will work on that, trust me. Next day was the introduction to the task board, which I was very happy and excited about because I'm trying to get some prize tickets, and some of the quests are actually pretty easy. I ended out the day with a level up to my foraging, which was very exciting. I got the lightning rod, which I've been wanting for the battery packs for so long so I can get all those other crafting materials and recipes created. I spent most of day 4 doing some fishing to complete the task board quest and earn a little bit of money. Then I traveled over to the coral area and bought the mermaid's pendant to finally propose to my girl Haley. I wasn't surprised she said yes, and we're planning the wedding shortly. I moved on from Haley's to claim my prize ticket. I did manage to finally get my first tree sapling, the orange tree sapling. I've been saving up a few items to complete some of the bundles over the community center. I've been grinding for all that. Then we moved over to the bookseller and I finally got the price catalog. Now I can see what everything is worth when I'm selling it, which is so exciting for me. Moving on, we're gonna pick up a few eggs over my coop and try to figure out why they all hate me. Because seriously, I feed them and make sure they have plenty of access to food and the outdoors and the world around them. It's year 1, fall 10, and it's finally the day I get to marry Haley. After all of the hard work of spending every single day talking to her, giving her some loved items, all for that, for her to barely help me at the farm. Which is okay, but she doesn't do anything for me at the farm, like at all. Why? We meet each other back at the farm, share a kiss, and she tells me how beautiful the farm is. Of course, I put in a lot of work. I hope she appreciates it. And I get a little glimpse of what her room will look like as a new addition to my house, which I don't think I approved of. I harvested all of my pumpkins, and to my surprise, none of them were the coveted large pumpkin that I wanted. Whatever, I guess I'll try again next year. I completed part of a bundle and finally unlocked the vault, which I probably won't complete for some time as I'm always broke or I have other things to pay for. And now it's time for another event. I believe this one's the farmer's market event. I forget what it's called, but I put all of my crops in there. Hopefully I win, and then I decide I might as well do the fishing mini game because I want to buy everything at this shop. I did manage to catch a lot of fish during the fishing mini game, and it got me a lot of the star tokens, and I mean a lot. As I said, I'm trying to buy everything in this market, so we do it. Then we gamble it all on orange or green, depending on my luck, which most of the time it was green. Now it's time for Lewis to judge my display, which he barely took any time doing, and I was surprised at the length of time that he actually even examined the products, which then I realized I didn't even win. And also, every single thing that Pierre did win from were the crops that I sold to him. So, what's going on with that? I'm pretty sure that means I win because it's all of my crops and Pierre did nothing, right? I did remember to get all of my crops back out of my display because I'm not letting anybody keep these. Not if I don't win, especially. So then we do that and we go home. I then end out the 16th with a nap, unlocking level 9 farming, which gives the seed maker and iridium sprinklers, which I still don't have enough material to even make. So whatever. And I made a little bit of money, but not a lot. I finally decided to build a barn, which I've needed for some time because I need milk, which gives me cheese. That's like a big thing for the community center. I also got my pickaxe upgraded finally so I can get rid of these meteors, which coincidentally finally unlocks the fruit bat cave, which I've had access to for months in the game, but I haven't been able to actually get in there because of the stupid meteor. I've been hoarding bundle items, so I finally complete a couple of them. Nice. And then the best thing, the barn's completed, so now I get to name a couple of cows after food. I then completed an egg quest for Gus over here. He's actually a pretty cool guy, so I figured I might as well get this one done as quickly as possible. I then purchased the Way of Wind book and completed a couple more bundles because I've been keeping a lot of resources, which is not good. Moving on, I completed the Minecarts bundle, and I have never been so excited to finally complete a bundle as I have the Minecarts. By far the best thing I've ever done, and I will forever be grateful to my past self for doing such a thing. Next, I ran through a maze to get a golden pumpkin, which honestly, I did get a little lost in the maze, but I finally got the right way with a little bit of help from my TikTok chat. Thank you, TikTok chat. You are a godsend and a lifesaver. I spent the next day fishing, and I finally got one of my favorite fish, the anglerfish. It's my first legendary catch. We're now moving into winter 1, and there's a lot of work to do as I am about to revamp and customize my entire farm to look as pretty as possible. I made a great layout that I was finally satisfied with. However, I did notice some problems with it, but those will be addressed way later, and honestly, they're not a big issue at this time. I added in a cute little area for a couple of trees that I'll just be growing year-round for funsies. They do grow fruit, but they obviously won't grow fruit all year, but they look cool, so it might stay for now. It's now time to get to the squid fishing competition. I caught as many squid as time would allow, which actually granted me every single possible reward, which was what I was going for actually. I then got this little cutscene with Linus being a weirdo out in the cold. That was a cool little character moment for him. I do appreciate it, honestly. I then made a fish pond because I would like some roe, and not only that, I have the anglerfish, which will give me some phenomenal roe. So now we're in business. I finally completed the bundle for bridge repair, unlocking the quarry, and my chat was going crazy about this because now I have access to literally the best and easiest place to get ores other than the mines. It's time for the night market, and best believe I caught every single fish I could during this event, as well as doing the mermaid dance, which was weird, but I got the pearl. I visited the night market all 3 nights and of course caught every fish I could, which honestly, I don't know what to do with any of these fish, but they're being stored in one of my chests, so if anybody knows what to do with them, let me know in the comments. I then took a stop over at the quarry and reminded myself why I should make bombs, as I never make them, but they were the best thing I've ever made because the quarry is filled with everything, and it was the easiest way to actually get everything. My TikTok chat then told me about this little secret over here, which without them I would have never found, getting the alleyway buffet book, and of course, ending out this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please give me a like, subscribe for more, and as always, have a great day.